He knew they were coming. He could feel it in his bones. Every clang of the prison bars, every barked order, every echoing footstep heightened his senses. He trained relentlessly. Push-ups, squats, anything to keep his body strong. His mind was a weapon too. He memorized the guards' routines, the building's layout, every detail mattered. He filled water bags, small enough to conceal, with precious lifeblood. He practiced swallowing a glass capsule, feeling it lodge in his throat before sliding down. This tiny capsule held the key to his freedom, a miniature lockpick. His escape plan was audacious, reliant on timing and a healthy dose of luck, but most importantly, it hinged on one thing: deception. He practiced a nervous tick, drumming his fingers against the table. This seemingly insignificant act was crucial, designed to draw attention away from his mouth. He had to create a diversion, a way to use the capsule without anyone noticing. His heart pounded in his chest. Tonight was the night. The guards dragged him out of his cell. They shoved him roughly into a chair. He fought the urge to resist, to scream his defiance. Not yet, not until the time was right. They bound his wrists and ankles, the metal biting into his skin. He felt a surge of panic, but quickly pushed it down. He needed to stay calm, focused. This was all part of his plan. They wheeled him into a sterile room, the air thick with the smell of antiseptic. Doctors surrounded him, their faces grim. He knew what they were thinking, another delusional inmate. He played his part, pretending to be weak, defeated. All the while his fingers drummed against the armrest of the wheelchair. Faster now, more insistent. He saw their eyes flicker, their attention momentarily diverted. It was now or never. With a swift practice motion, he brought his hand to his mouth and swallowed the capsule. He felt it lodge in his throat, then disappear into the depths of his stomach. Nightfall brought a deceptive calm. He lay in the infirmary bed, his body aching, his mind racing. The rhythmic beeping of the heart monitor was a constant reminder of his precarious situation. He waited, every muscle tense, every sense on high alert. Outside the wind howled, a mournful sound that echoed his own turmoil. He listened intently, trying to discern the guards' movements, the creak of the floorboards, any sign that his chance had come. Suddenly, he heard it, a faint scratching at the window. His heart leaped. It was the signal. The diversion he had arranged was working. He slipped out of bed, his movements slow and deliberate. He moved towards the window, his bare feet silent on the cold tile floor. As he peered through the glass, he saw them, two pairs of eyes, gleaming in the darkness, the dogs. They had been his biggest concern, their keen senses a threat to his carefully laid plans. But he had accounted for them too. Section 4. A desperate gamble. He pulled out a small vial from his pocket, a vial filled with a potent sedative. He had managed to smuggle it in, bit by bit, during his time in the yard. He held his breath and opened the vial, letting the pungent aroma waft towards the window. The dogs whined softly, their tails wagging uncertainly. He watched as they succumbed to the drug's effects, their bodies slumping to the ground. His heart pounded in his chest. He had one chance, one shot at freedom. He grabbed the oxygen tank from beside the bed. It was a risky move, bordering on insane, but he was desperate. He had to make them believe he was more dangerous than he appeared. He ripped the mask off the tank, the metal teeth glinting in the dim light. He held a lighter he had managed to steal close to the tank's nozzle. A spark ignited, a small flame flickering precariously. He let out a roar, a primal scream of defiance. The fire alarm shrieked in response, the sound deafening. Section 5. Freedom's embrace. Chaos erupted. He watched as nurses screamed, their faces etched with terror. Guards came running, their eyes wide with alarm. This was his moment. He threw the lighter into a nearby laundry basket, flames erupting as he slipped through the open window. He landed on the soft earth, the cool night air washing over him. He was free. He sprinted towards the tree line, his lungs burning, his legs pumping. He could hear shouts behind him, the frantic barking of dogs regaining consciousness. But he didn't dare look back. He had to keep moving, keep pushing himself. He reached the cover of the trees, his breath ragged, his body trembling with exertion. He had made it. He had escaped. Section 6. A trail of chaos. The man, now a phantom, melted into the night. His escape had been nothing short of miraculous, but his ordeal was far from over. He needed to disappear, to become a ghost in the wind. His journey would be fraught with danger, every step a gamble. But he was free. And that was all that mattered. He left a trail of chaos in his wake. A stolen car, a hostage taken, a guard relieved of his weapon. 2 officers lay dead, victims of his desperate bid for freedom. His final act of defiance, an explosion at the city's power station, plunged the city into darkness, a testament to his unwavering will.